Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm SamuraiT-X, and I'm Solid Snake. Last time we left off, we were saved by Larry Butts, of all people, who said that he was there on the night of the murder, which he was, looking for his samurai balloon during those 4 nights. But Christmas Eve is the important one here. And, well, he's in the witness stand, so he's testifying at the moment. Good thing for us is that Larry has saved us and we can actually think his testimony. Oh, and I do apologize for this a bit small slowdown in the video. I think I noticed that there was small slowdown. So I defragged my computer and it's gone faster. Yeah, I recommend you get that system, by the way, the defragging. But back to the subject. Let's hear Larry's testimony. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to the old request show on the radio, you see. I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from that radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is that when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard that gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Neither can I, but hey, this is saving our bacon in this trial. Let's skip. Let's skip. Skip. Right. Press that one. Can you prove that? No. No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, I was talking about it. It came real back clear to me, you know. Press. What did he say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could we know? What possible good could knowing what the DJ said to us? Oh, he said do us. What could the radio? What good could the radio DJ said do us? Oh yeah, it does make sense. But I said to us. Sorry. Indeed, Mr. Volcom has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. Yeah, we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," and I heard a gunshot. Well, I'm going to present the test. I'm going to present something here. I was going to say I was going to present the testimony, but that is what we're going to present. We're going to present Lola's deposition because look, I heard 2 gunshots just after midnight, and they said they heard a gunshot at almost Christmas. They heard a gunshot. So there was a gunshot before midnight. But anyway, let's press the thing first before we present that. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Carmel was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until I get to the bottom of what happened. Also, I should have presented it, to be honest. I should have presented the testimony immediately. Or the deposition. Right, we're going to present it because of the fact that Lola said she heard 2 gunshots after midnight, and the DJ said they heard they heard a gunshot at almost Christmas. So, is it possible that there was a third gunshot? That means 3 shots were fired. That's weird. Everyone said that there was 2, but there's 3. Anyway, Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard that gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means that it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That will seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the 2 testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said that it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says that he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim that he heard a gunshot before midnight? Well, let's see. Let's look at the pistol. Wait a second. 3 times? It was fired 3 times. Whoa. Okay. So I looked at the court record and the gun and it said it was fired 3 bullets. Larry's right, actually. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Yes, we're going to present the gun because of the fact that it says it was fired 3 times. This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday, well, one testified today too, so one witness that testified yesterday, one that testified today, I think that's what he meant, who testified yesterday heard gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now I have realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. So it seems Larry's testimony is proving to be relevant right now, actually. Order. Order. I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. Bah! You waste our time with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think of he heard anything? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves that there was a gunshot fired before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Bunce wasn't just hearing things? Actually, yes, we do. Lotta gave us a second photo, which should be right here. No, wait, not here. I mean, here. And it was taken 10 minutes before midnight, as you can see. And Larry said that there was no bullet. So let's present it. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on this photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is why the photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Smack. Order. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering what exactly did happen on that night on the lake. Exactly! If this is true, there were 2 gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another 50 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course. I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in this case. What do you mean? Maya? Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I've got to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if something sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth. There could be no other murderer than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man who was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Huh? What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp of that photo says 12:15. But Larry heard the gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth can be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who is sitting on the boat. Well, cliffhanger, folks. We have a choice here, but I'm afraid I've got some bad news because this is where the video ends. It's been over 12 minutes, and we better find out. You're gonna have to find out in the next video. So when we come back, folks, we will pick our choice, and well, that's about it. And proceed with this last bit of the court case. I think it's the last part anyway. Until then, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. See ya.